that society is under this brainwashed spell. And really, what is going on? Like, at the end of the day, this is so much about ego and about fitting in and about classes and about acceptance and status. And, you know, whether you want to deny that or not, I feel like it's the truth to say how absolutely ridiculous it is. I just, and as an example, like, I have two pairs of shoes here. Okay. I do like these shoes. And I'm really happy when I got these shoes. I went with the more discreet logo. But like these shoes were, I don't know, like, and like if you take away this logo and this tiny little thing right here, what is this shoe? This is like at most a $200 shoe. On the high end, this should be a $200 shoe. But like because of brainwashing and everything, we're like, oh, we can see the value in, like, what in the world is going on when we're at the point where we're doing this? And I think before it was easier too, because luxury items, like, you could wear these a bit and then if you didn't want them, you could sell them and then you could recoup not all your money, but like, I don't know, maybe half of your money back, which kind of helped. I mean, that's still insane, but you know what I mean? It kind of helped wrap your brain around the expense of them. It's just like, I have these items in my closet and I'm thinking about it and I'm thinking to myself, like, this is so ridiculous. And because of the cost, I'm like afraid to wear them. Like I wear them, but it's like when I wear them, I want it to be dry outside. I want to make sure I'm not going to be walking on like some sort of muddy grass. So I don't want to wear them to like a concert in a park or a music festival or, do you know what I mean? It's like when something costs so much money, it also starts to control you. And I don't like that. I don't want to be like that. And I was just thinking, like, what is going on here? I mean, this is absolute insanity. Why are we justifying the price? Oh, because this is stitched on it. Now this is just like so significant. Well, now it's worth all that money. Like, this is some insane heavy brainwashing that's gone on in society. See people even that I know don't have a ton of money and they want this stuff and they're buying this stuff, and like I can tell it's like a big thing for them. Like it means a lot, and I can understand that in some ways. And I think that's how we kind of got into the trap, is because you work hard and then you would want a reward. So I feel like, especially for people that don't have time to travel or whatever, I think that's how luxury kind of uh was like on the rise, or that's kind of like what luxury was. It was like this treat almost that you could reward yourself with, that made you feel special, because maybe not everybody had it. It's just not, yeah, like not everybody had it. It's harder to attain, it's expensive. And so therefore it had more of like a symbolic feeling where it's like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like it's like, it just felt special because it's harder to attain, whatever. So it's like it worked as a treat, I guess, for yourself if you're working all the time, especially for people that work so much they can't travel. I think that's one way that they felt, you could kind of make yourself feel good, like, oh, well, I'm going to go shopping on the weekend and like treat myself because I work so hard and whatever. But it's like, when you look around, this is insanity. This is a normal shoe. This is a normal shoe, and I'm not against a normal shoe, but I just really feel like when we're justifying the craziness, uh, it just doesn't make sense. And I think it's so much about the ego. It's so ego driven, and I think that it's time that people really wake up to the brainwashed spell that they are under. I really also think that influencers have played such a role. And I think also too, that's another reason why I'm turned off of it. I mean, I'm turned off of it for a million reasons, mostly because it just does not make any sense. But it's like, it's become normal. And trust me, it's not normal. It's not normal. But the way it seems on Instagram and YouTube is it's normal to have these really astronomically expensive items, like purses that cost $5,000. Like, what in the universe? I seen a little mini Kelly for sale on this website today, and it's $25,000 Canadian. This tiny little bag like this. Could you imagine? Like this is insanity. This is this is heavy brainwashing. Why do you even care? Why do you even want a $25,000 bag? Okay. The only way, in my opinion, that you can justify this is for the fact, and I don't know if this is true any longer, but I know that Hermes bags have always appreciated. So if you want to buy one and you want to stick it on your shelf and you don't want to touch it and it's there because it's an investment, fine. Okay, that's fine. I don't know if that's going on so much anymore with the economy. But if you're buying this bag because you genuinely need or want to go out with a $25,000 purse in your hands, you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. You have to bring yourself back down to earth, and you need to think about what the heck are you doing and what kind of spell are you under, because it's leather. It is just leather that has been stitched. I know it has a name attached to it, but at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, why are you buying this? You also have to ask yourself, if this bag didn't have that label, would you even like the look of it? Have you ever asked yourself these things? Like, I'll notice, like, I'll look at certain websites like that have resale goods, and I just like to see what pops up, right? And I think because I'm not so into luxury anymore, a lot of these bags are actually hideous. They are so ugly. And this is like a little game I play with myself. I'm like, okay, if that bag wasn't Louis Vuitton, would you like that bag? And I'm like, no, I wouldn't like that bag. Like, if that bag wasn't Gucci, would you like that bag? Like, no, that bag is ugly. That bag is so ugly. So you have to look at it like that. Like, if these were all lined up in front of you and they didn't have a name brand, like you didn't know, is this even a design of a bag that you desire naturally? Or are you only desiring it because of its status and the fact that you have been programmed to want it? That's it. This is just mass mind control that you're under. And also, I think it is meant to keep people in like a slave system, because you are wasting so much of your money on this. There are people that have huge walk-in closets with like 20 designer bags ranging from $2,000 and up each. They have probably like, I don't know, 50 pairs of designer shoes that start from $1,000 each. And they'll have like 50 pairs of these. And, we're seeing this on Instagram and we see it on YouTube. This is a madness. This is not normal. This is crazy. Also, when you have all of these items, just think of the anxiety that comes along with worrying about them, worrying about being robbed, worrying now do you need to increase your insurance, worrying about damaging them, worrying about anything. And it's like, obviously, there are people that have so much money. And I mean, people that have like over $50 million where they don't really care about that. They're not worried about damaging their $5,000 bag. They're not worried about buying a $10,000 coat, which is insanity no matter how much money you have. But like, I understand there's a threshold. But what I'm talking about is for average people. This is crazy. This is so out of control, crazy. It is brainwashing. It is a program that we have been put into. I just really think that it's time that we wake up and start thinking, like, when you buy something, am I buying this for the label, or am I buying this because I genuinely love this item and I can genuinely justify the price? And I also think too, I don't want to like shit on somebody who genuinely say it is something expensive and they've desired it forever and they do really love it, and it's been a goal of theirs for maybe a few years or whatever. That's fine. Everybody is entitled to do whatever they want in life. I understand that. I think that we all go through shifts in our lives and have different time periods where certain things are important and then certain things aren't important. And I'm not saying that one is better than the other, or, you know, I'm just saying though, overall, the overall picture, like this is a madness when you are too obsessed with this type of stuff. It is some sort of programming. Like, there are people in the world that have nothing, and and then there's people that are going to buy a $7,000 handbag. Like, I don't know. I just think it's crazy, and I think it's brainwashing. It's your ego. At the end of the day, I think it's our egos. And I think because of social media too, I think that that has played such a massive role with the ego in our society. I think that the ego is controlling a lot for people. And yeah, hopefully you understood my message, and maybe you feel the same way. Let me know. Okay, I will see you in my next video. Bye.